Hello again. Welcome back. This is part 3 of the Kluge Nature of the Beast. I'm going to take the focus off of that one for now. You've pretty much seen it. I've showed you most of the details. Um, this one I got in last week about 1:30 in the morning, and I wanted to go over a few things. I'm gonna get this one up and running. I want to do some work to that one, but right now that's the only one that I have going, so I'm not going to dig into that one just yet. I'm going to get this one up and going first, and then I'll tear into the 10 by 15. Um, Interesting thing about this one, I think it's a pretty rare piece because it's a 13 by 19. The guy that brought it to me was under the impression that it was a 12 by 18, and so was I. And it really looks like a 12 by 18, but I brought out the measuring tape, and it's 13 by 19. That's what the chase is. So I don't know if it's going to be very easy for me to get another chase for it, but I can probably have a machine shop make one or something like that. I might be able to find one eventually. Anyway, a couple of points about this. I I looked at the number. I don't know if you can get that NB, and I looked on Kluge's website. They have a little history tab where you can look at the different things. They don't have a lot of pictures of old. They don't have any pictures of old ones that I could see. They've got maybe one or two, but from what I could tell, it says NB. So they had it A or an M and an N A, and then they had a and that was in 46, and then they switched 2 years later to NB and MB, and this is a NB, so that tells me it was built in 48 or after at some point. I don't know how long the this model was run, but that gives me somewhat of a date. I kind of wish that I knew more about this. I wish that I could find an actual date, um, but it's pretty self-explanatory at this point from what I could get. This has a couple of issues. Uh, it looks like it got hit right in this area because this is broken, and this hurts. This really hurts. That whole side is missing, so I have to do something about that. The tube is messed up. That's an easy fix. And this will not. It won't sit right. It just won't land in there. So I've got to do something about that. And otherwise, no, it's lights. Lighting's not right there. Otherwise, it's a pretty decent machine. It's just been collecting dust for years somewhere in a warehouse. Actually, it came out of Fort Worth, and there was some some packing that they had printed, and the location of the businesses that where the packing was from is from Fort Worth. Um, and also, these rollers are toast. But interesting point though, the rollers off of my 12 by 18 that I don't have anymore, I kept those, and they fit. It seems that they would fit right on. They seem like the same size. Everything seems the same. So hopefully I can just put those on and just get going. Um, One thing about this is the jacket from the 12 by 18 fits on this too. But this is yet a 13 by 19. Um, and it came with this controller, but I have no idea how it connects, how the wires go. And it's got this motor that goes with it, and the motor actually, or there was a leather belt on it, but I don't know what happened because the belt seems to have been broken and mended, and it's a really bad mending job. So I'm not even going to try to use that. Besides, I don't even know how that controller connects. So I don't know anything about the wiring diagram or anything, and I can't really find anything so far. But I've got the old motor and belt. So the belt is still right here. I already put the belt on, or sort of. I've got the old motor and belt, and the motor has a speed controller on it. So I'm going to swap those out. And I'm also planning on moving this to there and just swapping the locations. So the melee, you really need to get to the back of it, and it's okay right there. I can operate it, but you really want to have more room. You want to have more room than what's there. So I'm gonna swap these once I swap out the motor and clean this up really good. And I'm gonna get that up and going, move them, and that's part of what the video is gonna be about. And I'm also thinking about it. I think I'm gonna take the boards out. I'm used to the 10 by 15 with the boards under it, but this is crazy. It's so big that I'm having trouble getting the chase out. I can't just reach over and pull the lever like I'm used to. So I'm going to lower it a little bit by taking the boards out, and I'll show you how I do that, and just move on. In the meantime, if you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, leave a comment. If you don't like the video, leave a comment too. It's fine. I'm all about it. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.